as we stand on the shoulders of Queen Mother Maya, Sister Nikki, Lady Michelle, and many others. We are elated to share Journey of a Woman.
Dear God, I thank you for carrying me over obstacles larger than the expanse from the heaven and the earth. I thank you for creating beliefs within me that has sustained me during times I felt lower than the valleys that crisscross throughout the world. I thank you for opening doors far larger than the oceans are wide. You are a father that doesn't forget. You are a father who does what it takes to create assurance within your children. You are my father. Amen.
If you knew my journey, would you still judge me? Or would you understand that right now it's not where I used to be? If you knew my journey, would you still judge me? Or would you understand that my right now is not where I used to be? If you knew my journey. I made some wrong decisions when I started out on this road. I didn't have any direction. I didn't know which way to go. Should I go left? Should I go right, reverse, or move on? I'm stuck at my crossroads of life, facing every obstacle. If you knew my journey. I've been on the run half my life, spinning out of control. I made some wrong turns on one ways, going down wrong ways and closed roads. I've been hit and run over, sideswiped and run off roads. I was stranded in hell-hot deserts. Even my mirages had me paying tolls. If you knew my journey. This journey hasn't been easy. It's definitely been a trip. I've been broken down, flattened, rear-ended, whiplashed, and whipped. I turned on the radio hoping to hear my favorite song, but Highway to Hell was all that played every day, all day long. I'm out of control, wondering what's going on. I'm seeing signs of mayhem, but you're in good hands. Keep moving on because your GPS, God's protected service, won't steer you wrong. If you knew my journey. I had to make some trade-ins on some new friends because my old friends were like lemons, stuck, nowhere to go, battery dead, pulled over, ticketed, tagged, towed off roads, always taking the high road, but always coming down feeling low. Drinking and driving, driving drunk, death riding in the trunk. I was DWI'd, done with ignorance. It was time to go. I jumped out and let them roll on. No playing red light, green light, stop! That part of me is gone. No turning back, just praying they don't crash and burn. Hoping one day soon they will learn. Life is not an easy street, but my gas, God's almighty service, saved me. If you knew my journey. I wandered on this road a long, long time ago, wondering why I'm not dead. After all I've been through, what I found out, what I probably already knew, but now I really know, is that I was covered all this time with his blessed assurance, insurance. It follows you everywhere you go. If you knew my journey.
If I could see you today, what might I say? Dear rapist, when you touched me, I had no clue that what you did would leave a scar so deep that I would cringe when my husband caressed me in fear for the safety of my kids. Dear abuser, you were so kind in the beginning. The connection we shared was unmatched. I told myself if I had goals of my own, so I tried not to get too attached. Who knew that one day in a conversation that my loyalty to my dreams and my love for you would compete for first place? I lost myself at the impact of your hand across the most sensitive parts of my face. We scuffled and you choked me, then carried me to the edge of the stairs. If it wasn't for your brother, I think to myself as I relive those nightmares. Never trusting the one who's never lifted a finger, thinking one day he could change too. Then I snap out of it once I am reminded that he is nowhere near you. Dear Dilla, I was 14. I knew I should have stayed in a child's place, but I needed something to relax my mind and every now and then put a pep in my pace. You knew better, so why? Why did you entertain me? For the money, yeah, I know. I'm not blaming you for my actions, but that night I almost died from that overdose, though. Dear Cheater, I felt the difference in the strokes you delivered to me. The way that you finished so quickly in the midst of our intimacy. The way that you criticized my looks, my size, and how I never listened to you. The fact that you tried to justify and blame me for the actions you chose. For the temporary moment of gratification, you traded it all for these, but I forgave you. I forgave you. Dear adults who were responsible for my upbringing, how could you have known that in a minute of passion, a child would be born and before you, she would become fully grown? That I would grow up full of ambition to forgive and to love and make peace, to never hold you captive in the prison of my heart for the things that happened to me. It was rough, no doubt. Many roads I did trod, but I'm casting my shame into the sea as I go and giving my past hurts over to God. If I could see you today, I forgive you. That's what I would say.
This piece is entitled Powerhouses. Power was made into flesh when God created man and called him Adam. From the rib of Adam, a rare strength was created, and God chose to call her woman. Created from Adam's rib to protect his heart and stand by his side, Adam was created for authority and Eve, influence. Together they were given dominion. Our original mother and father, true powerhouses, our beginning, the brown skinned heirs to the throne. That's us. We dream in color and we live out loud. We speak volumes and it comes to pass. A formidable force we are. Too motivated to reject change. Too motivated to reject a challenge. Too brilliant to deny change. Too determined to surrender. Never too much anything, but a whole lot of everything. To Barack, to Michelle, to Maxine, to Martin, to Malcolm, to Oprah, to Thurgood, to Tyler, to Jackie Robinson, to Simone, to Maya, to Frederick Douglass, to Serena, to Harriet, to Walter Payton, to Lupita, to LeBron, to Stevie Wonderful, to Pac Shakur, too black, too bold, too beautiful, too blessed, too powerful to settle for less. As man and woman, together we walk hand in hand, side by side, to dominate the White House, the educational system, kingdom business, the boardroom, the courtroom, the practice, the nonprofit arena, the office, the jungle, otherwise known as the streets. Oh, yes, wherever we are, we make our presence known. And we do so in such an unprecedented fashion that many seek to destroy us. But they fail because no weapon formed against us shall prosper. We defy odds, cultivate minds, win hearts. We even usher folks to the altar to experience the baptizing flood that saves souls. We are trendsetters, head honchos and top notchers, trailblazing, money-making showstoppers who cause others to stop and stare. Why? I'm glad you asked. Because we're incomparable, phenomenal, unstoppable, courageous, dignified, disciplined, unique, creative, gifted, favored, fruitful, foundationally fundamental, forgiven, redeemed, faithful, and faithful. We exemplify unrelenting loyalty. Nothing ordinary about this brick house of power. Powerhouses where neighbors watch out for each other and connect, where communities are formed, peace rallies are originated, necessary boycotts and demonstrations are organized, all because the kingdom suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. The house where love freely flows from door to door of every heart. The home inside the house, the foundation of family, the ties that bind, where our children play and party. But there's age old wisdom in the house, where our ancestors prayed and toiled and gathered and made intercession for us. They sat on porches and prayed and preached and prayed and prophesied. They spoke a better day and more opportunities into existence. We need to go back to the house in the neighborhood where we meet to gain power. The power that keeps us warm when it's cold by sacrificing until there's nothing left but ashes. And God will give us beauty for ashes when it is that we struggle and sacrifice and mourn and struggle and create and press and struggle and push harder and yes, struggle because like us, the struggle is real. But because we are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, and because there is power in the house, we shall be shown divine favor. There's strength in the house that gives us a place to store power will rise and shine forevermore. Long live the powerhouses. We are the powerhouses.